afraid of something. We're all afraid of something. Me? Don't laugh. Butterflies. I said don't laugh. They scare me. They just box in disgust. Everyone says that they're beautiful. Well, beautiful. But beautiful things can hurt you. Haven't you ever been hurted by something beautiful? Beauty can deceive you, trick you into believing it's a good thing when, well, maybe it's not. My grandma used to say that butterflies are the souls of the dead, waiting to be allowed into heaven. On the other hand, she, my grandma, hated birds. I have never been afraid of birds. Remember when you'd find a feather when you were 5 or 6 years old, and a grown-up would say, "Don't touch it, it's dirty." And maybe you would listen to them and leave it be. Or maybe, just maybe, when the grown-ups weren't looking, you'd pick that feather up, look at it, and touch it. Feel it in your hands. Feel how soft it was if you pushed it with a grain, and how cursed it felt if you pushed the barbs the other way. Stiff, not soft, ruined. I have never really understood how birds fly. But if you held that feather in your hand, you could begin to imagine the possibility of such grace. And no matter what the grown-up said, I don't think anyone ever got sick and died from touching a feather. But what we might felt, if only for that moment, something both smaller and bigger than ourselves.
It's like I've heard it all my life. There is no small roles, just small actors. Right. Anyone who says you that has never played a really small role. And if you are foolish enough to believe that, then I am a small actor, because I've played every small role imaginable. You don't believe me? Take a look at my resume. Just look at it. Look. Drunk in a bar. Soldier number 2. Prisoner number 3. Teacher number 4. Farmer with a pitchfork. Angry protester. Bartender. Oh, and my favorite. Ensemble. Ensemble, ensemble, ensemble. Did you know that I played 10 roles in chorus of the musical Mame? It's like I do a scene, then run down to dressing room to change. Another scene, down to dressing room to change. Again, and again, and again, over and over. Due to one of these changes, I say to my colleague, prostitutes don't undress so often in one night. I did an opera once. And there I was called a supernumerary. Sounds classy, isn't it? Fancy title for nameless and scentless role. Film. No better. Teacher on the playground. Tourist number 3. Unemployed mill worker. Desk sergeant. Maître d'. And corpse number 2. Not just corpse. I'm not even rated as corpse number 1. No. I'm corpse number 2. It's like... It's like I've been cursed from the beginning. First play, 2nd grade. Our teacher, Mrs. Poole, decides we are going to stage a play as part of these upcoming holiday events. The script? The House of Christmas. Of course I want the lead. But the problem is that main role is that Christmas Queen. And I don't believe that the elderly Mrs. Poole would or ever heard of cross-gender castings. So the role goes to Carrie Cherniavska, the prettiest girl in the class. But I audition anyway, and the role I get is elf number 4. Not elf number 1. Not elf number 2. Not elf number 3, but elf number 4. Mrs. Poole supplies us with our elf costumes, but we have to bring our own green tights. So my mother grabs me and my sister and pulls us to the local department store. Very nice young sales clerk approaches us just about the moment my mother is elbow deep in big carton of leather tarts and asks, so you're looking for green ties for your daughter? And my mother says the truth. Unfortunately, the truth makes my mother looks like the world's most sarcastic bitch. With a cigarette between her teeth. She looks this young sales clerk in the eyes and says, "No, I'm looking for green tights for my son." I won't be so embarrassed in the department store until years later. My mother, of course, makes me take her shopping for new brasseries. I mean, isn't why she has daughters. So here I am, standing in the middle of lingerie department, holding her purse. You get very strange looks when you do that. Believe me. Anyway, good part of playing elves in the House of Christmas is that we, elves, are on stage during all play because we are guarding this House of Christmas. The name of play. Each new character who comes on stage asks, "Is this the House of Christmas? I mean, the building is covered in glitter, trays are flashing lights, ribbons and bows. What else could it be? Gay bar?" But elf number 1 stands up and says, "Yes, this is the House of Christmas." And elf number 2 stands up and says, "Yes, this is the House of Christmas." And elf number 3 stands up and says, "Yes, this is the House of Christmas." And then finally, good old me, elf number 4. "Yes, this is the House of Christmas." And in between of popping up just to say, "Yes, this is the House of Christmas," I get to watch how Carrie Jo absolutely butcher the role of Christmas Queen. Yes, she might be pretty, but she has no stage presence at all. I want to scream. I can read the words. Interpret them, please. But the only words I am permitted to say is, "Yes, this is the House of Christmas." Where is Carrie Hlukhovskyi now? I'm glad you asked. She has 4 children and is a cashier in the local department store. I met her last Wednesday when bought coffee to go. I can bet being Christmas Queen doesn't help her as she spends day says, "Pump number 5 is on." And me? Me. I've became a small actor. So why do I stay? It's like in this old joke about the guy in the circus whose job is following behind the elephant with a shovel. Every day he complains to his wife how much he hates cleaning up after the animal. And when she asks, why won't he quit? He says, "What? And give up show business?" I can't give up show business. I can't give up show business. Can't show business. I can't give up show business. Not now, not until I get a role with real name. And I don't even care what name would it be. Marcus, Manuel, Moses, Mohammed, or even Mildred. I just want a real name! Is it so much to ask? And no, this is not the house of Christmas. Thanks for asking. Auditioning for small actor number 2. I can't give up show business.
I found it. Memories floated back, splashed over me in waves, as the old ones promised. Found it in the cellar, stumbled upon my precious greatcoat. Stashed in a double-locked oaken chest stood there, my skin. Long lost and now found. Found yesterday, when the fisherman left behind his skeleton keys, bolted off to carouse at the pub. Forgot the keys that always clanged from leather cords wound round his waist. The fisherman stole my skin years ago. He stalked the shorelines with other ruffians. Loud stole as they were brought, terrifying men armed with harpoons, clubs, chains. Men, the old ones, warned off, deep beneath the sea. It's been 7 years since he captured me. I was reckless then. Laughed away the old ones after cavorting in waves. I lolled on the shore, naked and pale. A pillow of coarse curls fans beneath my head. I toast in human form. Well, well, what treasure was the shore? The fisherman caught me unawares. He loomed over me, blocked out the midday sun. I scrambled from my skin. He was quicker. He tucked my pelt under a massive arm, gripped my wayward hand, hauled me to his shack like wreckage. Forced me be his wife. God smacked by my unearthly beauty, so he claimed. As if that's enough to right a wrong. Straight away, villagers sat to whispering. His big-bossomed mother elbowed Fishwife aside. She rose on tiptoe to whisper in his ear. Better to keep Selkie ways out of her memory as seafaring chumps stepped licking noses between puffs of smoke and chugs of brown drink. They hissed advice. Better to lock her skin away, hide her gold, steal her memories. Aye, lest your Selkie remember wild ways. Escape ya, where waters are black as the Earl of Hell's ways go. Ooh. I glared at fisher folk with fathomless eyes. No one gave a care for what I wanted. No wonder why I bolted each day to the shore, not threatened for loves I left behind. My still husband, Mama was bold, was gentle and ferocious. Our silver-spotted pups enchanted all. I turned away, for at Grand Fisherfolk no satisfaction. They not spy, sour soul tears escape from my eyes. The sea gives, and the sea takes. One fine thing it's given me is patience. Patience between those 7 long years, trapped between earth and sea, belonging to neither, haunting both. The magic in me is old, old as the sea. Magic spoken in tongue, ancient as time. fishermen at sea today. Out in rickety boats. I hurl ancient words across the waves. You have no right to pluck a wild creature from the sea, to keep it for yourself. I hurl words to terrify him. The sea gives and the sea takes. You took me from the sea. Now I'll give the sea a bit of your return. Your boat's drain plug. The plug you always kept latched with your skeleton key, so you never forget it. I plucked it away with wee webbed hands. Hurl it into the waves, dive in the opposite direction. The old ones trumpet a welcome home. My seal husband and daughters surround me with sleek hats. They bark in joy. Nearly enough to right a wrong. Like me to ring that up for you? Would that be cash or charge? Are you a member of our preferred customer club? Would you like to be? Would you like to open a high interest credit card account with us today and not have to pay for that purchase at all? Fine. Do you want plastic or paper or would you like to buy one of a kind recycled aluminum suitcase engraved by the artist? Did you realize you were about to lose that cufflink? Do you mind if I ask if that's silver or white gold? Would you like to donate $100 to a charity of my choice? Are you in a hurry? Why didn't you say so? Okay then. May I have your zip code? May I ask why not? me that I'm going to invade your privacy? What are you scared? Your zip code reveals about you that I don't already know. Are you sure you won't tell me? Will you tell me yours if I tell you mine? Can I tell you mine anyway? Can you guess it? Can I guess yours? If I guess it by the third try, will you give me $1 million? Can't you take a joke? Are you embarrassed to smile because of your overbite? Would you like the name of my orthodontist? Would you like her zip code? What's the matter? Sir, would you like to talk to my... talk to my manager? If you complain about me, will you mention at least 3 things you find appealing about me? Don't you find me attractive? Do you wanna take a shower with me? Do you prefer soap or shower gel? Then why are you buying soap? Are you married? Would you marry me right now if the freelance ordained minister education number 5 is available? Okay. But, do you have a brother? Wait! What's his zip code? What's his zip code?
on a wonderful day for scaring an unsuspecting mortal. Well, what do we have here? A mortal. A human being. A homo. Sapien. I said why aren't you afraid of me? I am Cthulu, the high priest of great old ones, the great dreamer, the sleeper of Rye. That makes me sound lazy, but I'm not. I used to rule the watery underworld beneath the Pacific Ocean, but seawater just keeps getting warmer. So now I rule that pond, a body of fresh water over there, which I thought would be cooler, but it isn't. Anyway, my appearance drives people mad and scares them away. Why aren't you fleeing? Why are you still here? Because you've seen worse? What could be worse than my face tentacles, my blood red eyes, my sharp claws? You find me hideous! I have telepathic powers, so. I know exactly what you're thinking. What's that? With a little work, you think I could be presentable? My omniscience makes me more than presentable. I am part octopus. And octopuses are very intelligent. Did you know that octopuses is a correct plural form of octopus? In fact, octopi, which derives from Latin, is less preferred in the scientific community, and the least used pronoun is octopodes, which derives from the Greek word octopus. Octopus. Spelled with a K. And of course, octopuses possess only 8 tentacles, and I have many more. Wait. You think I should stop talking and focus more on my appearance? Rude! What's that? Decorate my tentacles with red ribbons. Well, okay, I'll give it a try. Thank you. And you say I should manicure my claws. You recommend nail dip powder instead of gel polish for durability. Thanks for the tip. Well, actually, I knew that. Oh! Can I borrow a mirror? I've never looked in one before. Okay. Here I go. Wow. I am presentable. No. More than presentable. I am, dare I say, beautiful. I'm going to spread my wings gracefully and fly. Excuse me. I need to go back to my pond to gaze at my reflection. Narcissus! Look out! There's a new looker in town. Cthulhu.